Here we have for sale our March 2025 on a 25 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 320 model, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. It's got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 136 PS, which is roughly 136 brake horsepower. That is accompanied with a fantastic 8-speed automatic gearbox, and this is a short wheelbase factory double cab van finished in the fantastic grey matter. What we're going to do is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom limited double cab of this age. We'll talk you through what's been done to this van in addition to its usual factory spec, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. So we actually, if you are familiar with our stock, our channel, you may recognise this van. So we have had this van with us for a few weeks now, and just being completely transparent. So we had the van in brand new, I say a few weeks ago, and we advertised the van with no kit on it, just as it's in its total factory trim. Now the decision was made right at the start that we would try it for a couple of weeks to see if there was any demand for it in its total factory trim, and if not, then we would, if it didn't sell, then we would put a kit on it, as we do with all of the other vans that we sell and what we're really known for. So that is what we've decided to do. We have had quite a few inquiries on the vehicle, but until someone comes up with the money, then it is still available. So here we are. We've completed the transformation, and we're really happy with it. And this is what we have got for sale here. So starting at the rear of the van, of course, but this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. The other option which you can get is a tailgate on the back, but this is certainly a very practical option here at the back. So first thing to note which has been added, and that is a nice gloss black rear spoiler. You'll see on this van that all of the bits which have been added are in gloss black, maybe apart from the roof bars there. But that is really a theme throughout the vehicle, and just ties in so well with the factory colour, which is grey matter. So we've got the rear spoiler up the top, and then down below then there's this really nice subtle lower lip which has been added there, and that has been added because it ties in well with the little side skirt just there. Now on a limited of this age, you of course get parking sensors. You also get a reversing camera, which you can see there as well. And of course, usually in these videos we have a look at condition, but this van is delivery miles. It's absolutely as new, exactly as you would expect. So if we open up the rear doors, we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. So a few changes on the van on these new shapes. Now is a button here as opposed to a handle, and having a look in the back of here, it is completely ply lined, and I say all absolutely brand new. Toolkit located on the left hand side there. You've of course got LED load lights, and there's a button on the left hand side here for 2 extra lights to toggle on and off as well. But yeah, in fantastic condition inside there, as you'd expect, being brand new. And you can of course push these doors right open. It's on a 2-position hinge there, so you can push these right open to get to this stage just there. Now, as I mentioned, we're really happy with how this van has turned out. Of course, with styling, we've experimented so much over the years on the previous shape Custom, and of course there's starting to become some options now on this new shape, as you may have seen online. There's, as I say, lots of different things, but we're really happy with how this has turned out. It's subtle but really practical as well. So a lot of front splitters, like of course there's a nice gloss black front splitter which has been added on here, but this is, as a subtle, it's not too low, so I don't think this is going to take away from any practicality that you would get just on a completely standard van, because you've still got that clearance there at the front, but really does change and add to the look. The other thing which has been added then are these nice gloss black canards here which go around the vent in the front bumper, and of course the front grille has been changed as well for this different design. There's more of this honeycomb design, and again finished in gloss black. And I think when you combine that with these canards, the front splitter, and the 20-inch wheels that are on there now, I just think it totally transforms the van and looks so nice. Around to the front while we're here as well, then you can see of course on this new shape Custom that you do get the LED headlights, so a much better headlight than what was on the previous model, much brighter headlight. You've got this lovely design in the LED daytime running light as well. And I mentioned the wheels, you've got these really nice multi-spoke 20-inch alloy wheel, again finished in gloss black. And as I say, while we're down here as well, this really nice subtle gloss black side skirt, which I say just ties in well with that trim around the rear bumper, and as you can see then continues around to the front as well. So it's all well thought out and a really nice continuation around the van. Twin side loading doors, of course, being a factory double cab. So of course, having a look at the seats here at the back, you can see you've of course got ISOFIX compatibility on the 2 outer seats. Of course, condition is all absolutely brand new. There's a little mat in there, and then if we open up the front, again, we'd usually be looking at condition, but some really nice bits of trim, of course. Things, get proper carpet in the front as you did on the previous double cab. There's a nice set of carpet over mats in there. Also, having a look into the centre there, some sort of familiarities here with a nice fold down work tray. But really, it's when you get around to the driver's side where you see those big changes in terms of the tech that's on the van. Plenty of extra storage underneath the passenger seats. To say all this feels very familiar from the previous model. But what sets this van apart from the previous model, and really just about any other van I would say on the market, is how these drive. So that 8-speed automatic gearbox is just absolutely phenomenal. It's so smooth, so seamless compared to the previous automatic. Not that the previous automatic was bad by any means, but a 6-speed auto in the previous model. I ran one of those vans for a few years myself. Certainly, passable, livable, but this is just taking it up to a completely different level. And I say the comfort, the sort of the sound deadening, how they've done it, I don't know, but it is really on a different level, these vans to drive. I think when people start to get behind the wheel of these, I say these are obviously still fairly early days at the moment. You're going to get of course you're going to get the early adopters, but when you get people behind the wheel of these vans, I say it's just a different experience altogether in terms of the way they drive, the comfort. These seats are so comfortable, the steering's lovely and light, and then the tech in here that you've got. So you've got a full virtual dashboard here with lots of course, controls on the dashboard. Really nice modern looking dashboard there, and then continuing to this much larger screen here in the center. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. I say your reversing camera is displayed on there as well. They've moved the automatic gear stick up onto the stalk here behind the dashboard, which is again quite a modern sort of feel to it. The clarity on the reversing camera is so good as well. You've got all your controls here along the bottom, so you've got things like your heated seats, your heated windscreen, air conditioning, all of that control down there. But I'd say much more modern feeling to this screen here in the center. You've of course still got the flip down hidden cup holder, USB and a USB-C 12-volt socket just there, and of course you've got your start-stop button just there as well. So the van does of course come with 2 full flip remote keys, but as a totally keyless, really. You don't need to put a key in the side here. You can just have it in the cup holder in your pocket and start the van and lock the van completely all keyless. Cruise control, actually adaptive cruise control here on the left hand side now, which is a nice upgrade from the previous just normal cruise control on the previous model, and your onboard computer controls there on the right hand side. But as I say, it's really getting behind the wheel and driving one of these which makes will make all the difference. The dampening from the suspension, just totally out of the box, totally standard, is absolutely lovely. You get none of that banging or crashing that you get in some other vans, but yeah, I think with this package that just looks absolutely fantastic. Really does set it apart. It just gives it that edge that I think it needs. As we've always believed with previous vans, we modify every van that comes into us. We just feel that they need, say, just a few little touches. But as I say, this one in particular, from its standard form, just adding these couple of little bits has just taken it up a level. And I say, when you combine that with the tech, the drivability, it's I think an absolute game changer, and this is really where this industry is going. I think I think, as I say, when people get behind the wheel of this, they will leave many other vans behind, because it's very, very nice indeed. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, I urge you to head over to our website there, bridgenvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the price, the description and the photography of this van, and of course all of the others that we've currently got advertised. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates. Of course, this is fully classed as a commercial vehicle, so you can put this through your business and let your business pay for it if you are a director of a business, which is, of course, one of the big benefits. You're getting something which is really car-like to drive, but with all of the tax efficiency that you would get from a proper commercial vehicle, which this is. We can, of course, deliver our vans nationwide as well, and of course, you've got the balance of manufacturer's warranty, which is until March 2028, so plenty of time left on that. Thank you very much for watching.